Hello to Lothar's Guitar School. And today I want to talk about a piece of gear that I really do like. It's the Lexicon Signature 284, and it's great for home recording purposes and playing at home. For me as a recording engineer, I knew about the quality of Lexicon products, and when I heard that they came up with a tube amp, I decided I had to get my hands on. So I got this through eBay. Unfortunately, it's since the 90s already out of production, but it's a great piece, and if you have the chance to get hold of it and listen to it, check it out. I'll give you some advice what it is like. It is mono in, stereo out. It has two EL84s on the power stage and three ECC 83s on the preamplification stage. Unfortunately, since it is rack mountable, it has a vent in it that you hear all the time. But I find it's not much of a problem, but it is there all the time. You cannot turn it off, and you shouldn't, because the 5 tubes generate quite a bit of heat. When you look at it, you have the adjustments here in the front. You have a preamplification gain stage here and the power stage here for 2 knobs for left and right. And you have 4 stages here in the tone control. When you turn the gain up with a push-pull knob here to boost, you have quite a bit of distortion that you can generate. But then in this case I turned down the power amp. Easily you can adjust that, but unfortunately it does not have a foot switch. So you cannot use it in live situations, but for home recording and home practice sessions it is great. And I do not go out to the speaker now, I go out the recording outputs. The recording outputs use a speaker simulation so that you get the sound of a speaker as if it would be connected, and I just go through my regular stereo and my NS10 amps, and I feel I get a great sound with it. The tone controls show exactly where you use the tones. If you turn up just the bass and turn everything up, you don't hear anything. This is bass control. I turn up the effects. So this is the bass. It operates there. Mid-range operates here. And treble control operates here. And the presence control only works if treble is on. So since it is not a very trebly amp, I usually have treble, especially in humbucker, is pretty much up, and presence mid-range a little down, and bass not so much. So I end up with a sound something like this. So you have a lot of adjustments that you can make. Now let me show you what it sounds like with the single coil guitar. Single coil has a little less power, a little less amplification, so we turn it up a little bit. It needs a little bit more bass, and I turn down the treble, and then I usually have exactly already what I want. And the same way you can get into the distortion by turning up the boost with the push-pull switch, and it sounds something like this. Maybe with a little more. So that's the basics of this Lexicon Signature 284. Now I want to show you what it sounds like with the speaker connected to it. Let me just do the setup. So I'm back again. I set up two speakers. This one is a closed 12-inch speaker, Jensen speaker, and the other one is an open box with a 12-inch eminence speaker. And let's listen to it separately, just to get an idea what they sound like without effects. I turned down the mid-range a little bit because it sounds a little bit nasal now with the speakers on, and a little bit more bass, I think. Maybe even a little less here, a little bit more treble. And the other speaker needs a little bit more power because it's open. Yeah, even more now, so it doesn't sound fat enough. And of course, together with a little reverb and a little chorus, it gives you that nice room sound again. And of course you can use distortion with it as well. It gets then pretty loud. Even if you turn it down, you need a little volume, but you have a lot more in it. You can distort it. Really get complaints from the neighbors if you want to. Okay, so that of course works as well, and it's a real nice amp that I use a lot in my home setup. So I hope you enjoyed this little excursion on guitar gear. Hope to see you again, and Lothar's Guitar School soon, and take care and bye bye. Thanks.